Good evening, my name is Kacper Paradowski and you're watching Poland Daily News. Today, the incumbent President Andrzej Duda presented his electoral platform at a so-called teleconvention, which had to be held without audience due to the coronavirus outbreak. During the 2.5 hours long speech, the president presented a number of new campaign promises. The program of the new convention was divided into 4 main pillars: security, health, efficiency and strength of the country. In the beginning, the incumbent president, Andrzej Duda, promised the continuation of social policies such as the 500+ and 13th pension programs. He also announced plans to raise the social benefit for the unemployed to 1,300 zloty and a new benefit, a solidarity fund for all those who lost their jobs due to the coronavirus. It will be a monthly donation of 1,200 zloty for 3 months for anyone who lost their jobs due to the coronavirus crisis, so they would have extra security while looking for a new job. Duda also announced a new bill creating the so-called medical fund, 3 billion zloty for the help in curing the most rare diseases. The president also spoke about the national program of fighting cancer in the years 2020-2030.
Od 2015 roku wzrosły one.
Since 2015, we have increased our funds from 7 billion to 11 billion zloty. This is an increase of over 30%, which is huge. Apart from that, there will be additional 6 billion zloty for the National Oncology Strategy, which is an entirely separate strategy, the basis of which will be education, and the youth will be taught how to prevent falling ill to oncologic diseases.
Sposób żyć tak, aby zmniejszyć jak najbardziej prawdopodobieństwo zachorowania na chorobę onkologiczną.
The president also spoke about the matters of security, the European Union and ecology. After the convention, some were saying that it lasted too long and no new ideas were presented during the 2.5 hours. In my opinion, this convention, even in such a form due to the current crisis, went very well and showed the strength of Andrzej Duda. People who complained about it might have not heard as much as they wanted to, but the speech was clearly not intended for them. It was intended for regular voters to remind them why they decided to support Andrzej Duda 5 years ago and why they should support him now. The presidential elections, planned for May 10th, are to take place via post. The date, however, is still uncertain. The same will sit on the all postal elections on May 7th, and this may be when we learn the final date of the first round of the presidential elections. The Polish Parliament has approved the Anti-Crisis Shield 3.0. The new piece of legislation was created in order to help Poles endure the economic crisis brought about by the global coronavirus outbreak. The former Minister of Foreign Affairs, Radosław Sikorski, from the main opposition party, the Civic Platform, made a strange appearance today, as he, without permission, took the center stage of a press conference given by the presidential candidate, Krzysztof Bosak.
Dołączył do nas pan Radosław Sikorski.
Mr. Radosław Sikorski has joined us. Thank you for your presence. Thank you for all your comments. No, please don't stand with us. Please don't disturb our press conference, Minister. Please keep your nerves in check.
Proszę nie kłamać.
Don't lie about the European Union. You're misleading the public.
Wprowadzacie państwo w błąd opinię publiczną.
Proszę się odsunąć, panie ministrze.
Step aside, Minister. If the journalists have any questions, you're welcome to ask them. Please keep your distance as the rules suggest.
Z zasad
No
higienicznych.
właśnie, proszę założyć maskę.
Exactly. Put on a mask.
Ogromna większość ludzi w instytucjach unijnych
The vast majority of EU institutions' representatives do not originate from the new countries of the Union. When the Civic Platform ruled for 8 years, you said you tried to change that, yet you have done nothing. There are hardly any Poles in EU institutions at all.
We had ambassadors in Kiev, Jordan. We entered the Union a little late. The European Commission has the exclusive right to represent all European countries in the field of trade. They represent a market of 500 million people. Thanks to that, we have much better trading conditions.
And we are the slowest growing area in the world.
Without the Union, we would not have the slightest chance of good trade deals, whether it be with China or the United States.
You present your political opinions as facts and interfere. Your opinions on how to use economy of scale are entirely your own. You believe that society as a whole should share them, as does Tusk and the politically correct media, which did not give the platform to the Eurosceptics when we were entering the EU.
powinno je podzielać. Podobnie jak uważa Tusk, jak uważają poprawne politycznie media.
The Democratic candidate for President of the United States, Joe Biden, has for the first time addressed rape accusations made against him by a former staffer. The past American vice president has a long history of inappropriate and intimate contacts with women. Presumptive Democratic presidential nominee Joe Biden today denied that he sexually assaulted a former US Senate aide in 1993 in his first public remarks on the subject after he faced intense pressure to address the accusation. A California woman named Tara Reid, who worked as a staff assistant in Biden's Senate office from December 1992 to August 1993, has accused Biden in media interviews of pinning her against a wall in 1993, reaching under her skirt and pushing his fingers inside her.
And if there's anything that is consistent with what's being said, and she makes the case or the case is made, then it should be believed. But ultimately, the truth matters. The truth matters.
In an interview with Mika Brzezinski, Joe Biden stated that the allegations aren't true and that he doesn't remember any complaints having been made back in 1993.
Would you please go on the record with the American people? Did you sexually assault Tara Reid?
No, it is not true. I'm saying unequivocally, it never happened. And it didn't. It never happened.
Do you remember her? Do you remember any types of complaints that she might have made?
I don't remember any type of complaint she may have made. It was 27 years ago, and I don't remember, nor does anyone else that I'm aware of. And the fact is that I don't remember. I don't remember any complaint ever having been made.
Biden, aged 77, who will be the Democratic nominee to face Republican President Donald Trump in the November election, has faced growing pressure from within and outside his party to directly address the accusation. Several news outlets have published Reid's account, including the New York Times and the Washington Post, have also interviewed a friend who said Reid told her about the alleged assault at the time. Another friend told the Times that Reid confided in her in 2008 about a previous traumatic incident involving Biden. Reid's brother also confirmed parts of Reid's account. Joe Biden had earlier showed a propensity for inappropriately touching women, in particular the habit of sniffing their hair. The US presidential election will take place on November 4th. That's all for tonight. Thank you for watching. Stay with us for Poland Daily Business. Good night.